I could probably make 3 10-minute videos analyzing and critiquing every moment of this debate. Instead, I just want to focus on the reasons McCain lost. The first thing to discuss is John McCain on litmus tests for Supreme Court nominees on the issue of abortion. First, John McCain said this:
I would never, and have never in all the years I've been there, imposed a litmus test on any nominee to the court.
Then he said this:
and I believe strongly that we should have nominees to the United States Supreme Court based on their qualifications rather than any litmus test.
And then he said this:
I would consider anyone in their qualifications. I do not believe that someone who has supported Roe v. Wade that would be part of those qualifications.
So let me get this straight. John McCain opposes litmus tests and only wants judges who are qualified, but he doesn't feel that judges who support Roe v. Wade are qualified. Now please tell me again how that is not a litmus test on Roe v. Wade. It's ridiculous. Anyone who believes that John McCain doesn't support a litmus test is ridiculous as well. McCain also managed to question the health exception for abortion laws.
He's health of the mother. You know, that's been stretched by the pro-abortion movement in America to mean almost anything.
As many have pointed out, this will win him very few points among those remaining undecided voters. I'm sure that most of the people who reject a health exception in abortion laws are already on the McCain bandwagon, especially with Sarah Palin on a ticket. The next segment where John McCain lost his debate, I've already featured in another video. However, I think it bears repeating again and again and again.
I just described what my plan is. And I'm happy to talk to you, Joe, too, if you're out there. Here's your fine, $0. You won't pay a fine because as I said in our last debate, and I'll repeat, John, I exempt small businesses.
Let's see that again.
Here's your fine, $0. You won't pay a fine because...
Senator McCain, this is what happens when you run a campaign based on lies and misleading spin. You start to actually believe the bunk that you are saying. So when the truth is presented to you, and you are caught blatantly telling lies about what your opponent is supporting, you look like this.
Here's your fine, $0. You won't pay a fine because...
I can't watch that enough. However, there's one comment that I had just about enough of in the debate, and that was all the times that McCain attacked Obama for his eloquence.
Again, the example of the eloquence of Senator Obama.
I mean, come on, Senator McCain. Why didn't you just say that he was well-spoken? It is a real shame that in politics the Republican Party has basically rejected being smart as being elitist and somehow bad. Though I guess that does explain how we wound up with 8 years of President Bush. I could go on and on about all the ways that John McCain has misled the voters in this debate. However, it is just the same deceptions and distortions that he has used previously, and I already have many videos describing them. From McCain's lies on Obama's health care plan, to the Republican hypocrisy of attacking Obama for not taking a government handout in the form of federal funds for his election, to why Sarah Palin is a horrible choice for vice president. So I urge you to go watch those videos and to go visit my blog that I link to on the side of this video. I also urge you to remember that we should not take the current polling data lightly. From Republicans in Ohio trying to prevent as many as 200,000 voters from casting a vote in this election, to all the other dirty tricks that are typically played by groups who seek to disenfranchise voters, we need to make sure that we get out the vote in this election and fight any attempts to steal this election, no matter who is making that attempt. So get out there, get your friends to vote, and if you have any undecided friends who need convincing and you think my videos can help, go ahead and send them a link. And I did want to point out that I had also discussed the Ledbetter case previously in one of my videos and on my blog, and it made me smile to see Obama use that as an example of why getting the right Supreme Court nominations will be a vital issue in this election and for the next 4 years.
I will look for those judges who have an outstanding judicial record, who have the intellect, and who hopefully have a sense of what real world folks are going through. I'll just give you one quick example. Senator McCain and I disagreed recently when the Supreme Court made it more difficult for a woman named Lilly Ledbetter to press her claim for pay discrimination. For years, she had been getting paid less than a man had been paid for doing the exact same job. And when she brought a suit saying equal pay for equal work, the judges said, well, it's taken you too long to bring this lawsuit, even though she didn't know about it until fairly recently. We tried to overturn it in the Senate. I supported that effort to provide better guidance to the courts. John McCain opposed it.
There have been so many times where I have heard Obama repeat many of the things that I have said over the years. I'm just amazed that we agree on so many issues, and I'm very happy to support Barack Obama for President of the United States. Oh yeah, and one more time.
Here's your fine, 0. You won't pay a fine because